Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tawana. Today we're doing a reading for you and I'll be using the Angel Answers Oracle deck, the Work Your Light Oracle deck, the Radiant Wilds Atlas Tarot deck, and I may or may not use the Wisdom of the Oracle. It's been calling to me recently. So I've already pulled your cards and let's jump right in. I'm a little bit excited because I've already pulled the cards and I've just been like looking at the spread, and it feels like I don't know why, but a lot of the readings feel like a continuation lately. Like this feels like a continuation of the Gemini reading to me, strangely. But instead of Gemini, I think sometimes I do these readings and I could just completely blank. I think what I was talking about in the Gemini reading was getting someone to a yes, someone wanting to get Gemini to a yes, or Gemini wanting to get someone to a yes, but there being like hints of manipulation to get there. But in this reading, it feels to me like there's a move. Someone's trying to like bust a move a plan, like move something forward. Possibly with you, or maybe this is you trying to like move something forward with someone else. We're gonna see if manipulation is involved in this reading, but so far I'm not getting manipulation here. Let's start with the Work Your Light Oracle cards. I'm getting too excited. All right, so I'm also in a really good mood today, if you couldn't tell. I feel great. Like I've been really recovering from my surgery really quickly, and I briefly shared that I was recovering from a surgery on the channel, and I'm usually like a very private person, but I knew that my absence would have probably made people wonder because I've been trying to like be more active on this channel lately. So I said, let me just say something in case like people are wondering why I'm not uploading. But it's so funny that I said that and I received so much like love, and even like people reaching out to me like personally who have my personal contact number. And I feel like it's maybe because of like so much positivity and just genuine love that I've received that has like really helped with me with feeling better as quickly as I have, or just being in good spirits. So yeah, back to you. We start with Pleiades. Pleiades talks a lot about double mission. Like, but the Pleiadians are an ancient race, an ancient like civilization that came to seed like consciousness on the planet. That's a lot of people now, you hear them say they're star seeds, or they're from a specific star family. The Pleiadians are one of those star families. It's almost like you had past lives. Maybe some of you had past lives as another, like, I know we're getting deep, but maybe some of you are like receiving memories from past lives when you were in another form. Maybe that's coming up for some of you guys. If you've never read or done a lot of research on that, you can check out Michael Newton's work, Destiny of Souls, Journey of Souls, which is a really incredible body of work that talks about souls that have come into this lifetime that they call, like we call them hybrid souls, but they're an interesting, I guess, mix of having different experiences as other life forms, we call them now alien races. Like, for example, someone was a Palladian in a set of lifetimes and they chose like a lifetime as a human. So now they're in this reality as a human being, and they still have like recollections from that lifetime when they were something else. All right. Maybe some of you guys identify with that, because I don't usually go into like this explanation. I know a lot of people are not into that, so I try not to go down those rabbit holes. But in this reading, I feel like I should have. So maybe that's for somebody out there. But yeah, this card talks about double mission, being here and here, duality. And then we have align your life. This has been coming up very often recently. And I think it's something, it's linked to something astrologically right now, I feel personally. I don't know if this is Neptune going direct. I don't know if this is from Saturn going direct a month ago. I think Saturn went direct on November 4th, but it's like I've been seeing this collective theme of people wanting to like get their life in order, get their affairs in order, get their relationships in order. And it's coming out in this reading too, aligning your life. So maybe that's what you're trying to do in the next couple of weeks. And then we have Priestess, and it feels like it's from this place of leadership. This card says, how are you being called to step up and lead? And in this situation, it doesn't feel to me like you're leading a group, or this has to be any like public like leadership. It feels to me like maybe you are the one with the sight. Maybe you are the one, because Priestess is the seer energy in this deck. Maybe you are the one who has the line of sight in this situation that you're dealing with these people that you're dealing with in this dynamic that I'm about to get into. Maybe you're the one that is maybe the most aware, the one that is the most conscious, and as such, like you're gonna have to lead this situation, lead yourself in this situation, and lead others in this situation too. All right, let's go into the tarot. We start the reading with your cards here coming up in your own energy, the Chariot and the Sun. I feel like you're trying to, this could be a bunch of different things. Maybe you're trying to move locations. Maybe you're trying to just get progress in a certain area of your life. Maybe you're trying to push some plans forward. That's what the Chariot card talks about. Progress, movement, onwards. And I feel like you're trying to have a successful outcome with whatever you're trying to push forward. You have an agenda, or someone does have an agenda around you. And then we have the Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, Nine of Swords. So maybe this is the person around you, or maybe this is you and you have an agenda with this person. But this is coming up to me as someone is coming into the fold and they're presenting something. And maybe it starts as a really small like offer of affection or an apology, or just starts as a small offer of some amount of emotional nurturing or soothing. Because the page is a very small, like small emotional gesture. But it feels like they're offering it, they're starting small because there's a lot of nerves there. They don't know if the answer is going to be a no. They don't know if the answer is going to be a yes. So there's a lot of anxiety here with this offer being presented by this Knight of Wands. Like they're trying to push something forward, and they would like the outcome to be the Sun. They would like the outcome to be success, but it's almost like they're not sure. They're not sure. So they're presenting it. And maybe because this is you, Cancer, you're coming up as the Hermit and the Queen of Cups. It feels like you're like missing in action, to be honest. Or your energy just feels very like insular. It's about you right now. It feels like you're on like maybe you're on a spiritual journey. Maybe you're healing. Maybe you are taking care of yourself. It just feels like the focus is entirely on you. Like your energy isn't being projected outwards to anyone else. It's a complete like self-focused energy. Feels like you're like, maybe this is like a deep investigation of your emotions. Or maybe you just like to be alone right now. Maybe you just like to be alone right now. It feels like though you would like to be alone, So like, though you would like to be alone, people won't leave you alone. Though you would like to be alone, people or someone won't leave you alone. Maybe this is, yeah, it's like they want to come in and like ask you something or give you some information, or they want to push something forward, but they're starting really small because they already know that your energy seems so tucked away that they really don't know how to like approach. They don't know how to approach. All right. Then we have the next card, the Five of Cups. Loss, disappointment. And when I clarified this card, a bunch of cards came out. We have the Magician, the Judgment, the Four of Swords. It's almost like in the attempt that they're making towards you, this Queen of Cups, it's like it gets lost. It gets lost because your energy is insular, focused on yourself. Maybe you don't even realize that this person is like extending a cup, a small emotional gesture to you to like push something forward with you. It feels like you're very like hermited right now, almost maybe even like cloaked, like no one can see you. Your energy is cloaked. I get a lot of like protection from this card too. All right, so there's loss. Someone is offering something, but it feels like maybe you don't realize it, or you're just not in a space to accept or receive it. It's like, it's almost like it's a disappointment because whatever they're extending to you isn't being accepted. Whatever they're trying to manifest with you, whatever they're trying to push forward with you isn't being recognized. A judgment isn't being made on it. A decision isn't being made on it. It's like they can't reach you, feels like. So there's like a feeling of loss on their part, because they're coming up here also as the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And I feel like the King of Wands is another manifestation of this Knight of Wands. So they showed up as a knight before. Maybe because they were like scoping out maybe your energy to see where you are, to see how receptive you are. But now they're coming up in another version of themselves as a King of Wands. Coming in stronger, I feel like, but also still like being very cautious with what they like offer. Feels like another attempt at reaching you. This feels like another attempt at reaching you, another small attempt at reaching you. This could be like a gift, or, you know, like something small, just to show that you are in my awareness and I see you. Like this is I feel like I'm channeling them. But there's like an energy of being very timid or shy or not knowing quite how to approach, or there's something about them because they're coming up as a king, but offering a Page of Pentacles is a very small offer from a king. So maybe they want to communicate. Maybe they want to open up the lines of communication, but they're starting small. So maybe you aren't even aware because you're so insular right now. And then we have the Page of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay, the story gets more complex. The Five of Swords can sometimes talk about like, this is the battle of wills. This is where two people are battling, no one wins. Because I mean, technically you could win, but is that going to make you feel better at the end of the day? No. You're not going to get the desired outcome that you want. So, I mean, you could, but there's really no winners here. So maybe you had a situation like that with them. Maybe you were in some kind of like conflict with them. Maybe you guys are in the midst of like some kind of, maybe you fell out. Maybe there was an argument. Maybe there was a disagreement. And it's like now they're very careful to approach, like very, very cautious to approach, making very small offers because I don't want to piss Cancer off. I don't want to upset the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is insular right now. I don't want to disturb the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so they're like scoping it out. Scoping out, is there still tension? Is there still, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're coming in so small. It almost feels to me though like you would appreciate much more like coming as you are, saying what you need to say. Like feels to me like the direct approach would probably serve you and them better. All right. Then we have the Hanged One and the Seven of Swords. We also have the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, which to me feels like a brand new energy, an entirely new energy. And we also have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Which to me, this is you. This is you as the Priestess. It's like the energy just shifted in the reading. This doesn't feel like the King of Wands. This feels like a new energy in your reality that is feeling very abundant, because if you notice this huge rock on this Ace of Pentacles, it feels like a brand new opportunity coming into your reality. Is there a new person in your reality? Because it feels to me like this King of Wands wants to reintroduce themselves, to break the ice with you, but you are preoccupied on, it's like you're moving out of nostalgia and maybe like shared history that you have with the King of Wands, and you're moving on to like the Seven of Cups. We're moving from the Six of Cups to the Seven of Cups. And it feels to me like you're moving out of nostalgia. If you notice, the Queen of Wands is very illuminated. That's how I've been reading this card lately. It's like Queen of Wands has many different versions of themselves. So a very dynamic person, a very multi-dimensional person, and a person with their face to the sun. So they can see the light. Like their face is towards the light. It's like you're moving, the light is moving you, your illumination is moving you to other possibilities. Maybe you've been illuminated on this situation, and maybe that's why you are in the Hermit energy towards it. It's like you have your back turned to things in the past, to anything that could possibly pull on your heartstrings based on the history that you shared with it. And you're like looking towards the future and like possibilities perhaps in the future. And maybe this King of Swords is a new possibility in your future. It's coming up as a very abundant opportunity. And I feel like that is why you are kind of reconsidering. You are taking a moment to carefully pause, maybe before responding to this Knight of Wands, King of Wands person, because you've opened up to newer realities and possibilities. And I feel like that's where your guides are like pushing you. It's like you have your back turned to the past because the future looks so bright. The future looks so bright. And if this King of Swords isn't someone else coming into your reality, it's you. It feels like you can see things clearly. You can see your future clearly. Your future is abundant, perhaps even more abundant without the King of Wands. It's like something in your future is like motivating you to continue reaching for it. And that is eclipsing the King of Wands, or whatever situation you had going on with the King of Wands. Your future is almost eclipsing this person. So you're really having to like pause. Maybe that's why you don't want to interact and your energy is so insular. You are pausing. It's like you are reconsidering your investment. You are reconsidering making a judgment. You're reconsidering making a decision on whatever this Knight of Wands, King of Wands is pushing forward, because your sights are set on your future, your abundant future, and the abundant possibilities in your future. That could be work, that could be new relationships, that could be new opportunities, whatever that future reality is looking like for you. That's the alignment. Maybe the alignment is you're realizing that whatever this Knight of Wands, King of Wands was bringing, like right now, it just doesn't serve you. Like the future, your abundance is like what is coming into focus, whether this is a new person bringing you an abundant opportunity or just you being able to like build your abundance and you seeing opportunities coming into your future that eclipse wherever you have been with whoever you have been with. Yeah, you are taking a moment to pause before you respond, and you should. You should. It's almost like the timing of this is significant. Like this wouldn't come into your reality right now if you weren't supposed to take a moment and really think about what you are doing next. All right, let's get some advice. Spirit, angels, what's the advice for Cancer? What's the advice for Cancer? Sorry, I was just looking. I was just looking at the spread to see if anything else was coming to me, but I'm gonna end it here. What's the advice for Cancer? Success, compromise. Compromise. Let's get something additional from the wisdom of the oracle. What's the advice for Cancer? No place like home and a leg up. No place like home, a leg up. Whatever that means to you. A leg up talks about help, assistance. And this reminds me of like mother and child sometimes. Compromise, success. All right, I'm going to leave you guys here. I don't know what that means for a lot of you, but you're going to have to figure that out on your own. I hope this reading was helpful, and I'll see you next time, Cancer. Bye.